Good morning, everyone. The program is being posted over on the south end of the arena, so you can check it out to see where you're at. Showmanship will be after the Clover Buddies. So the names are posted lower in the program, but we're going to do that after Clover Buddies. So we'll get started. It's also being posted on our 4-H app right now, so it'll take a couple minutes to load, and it's up, perfect. And then on our website and our Facebook page, so check it out or take a picture with your phone, and we're going to get started here momentarily. All right, we're going to get started this morning. First, we'd like to welcome Reynold. He is our poultry judge today. He's from Yankton, South Dakota. Reynold has been involved in poultry his entire life, so we're excited that Reynold's with us today. So thank you for coming. Our first class we're going to call up is our Clover Buddies. So if we could have Kevin Schonenfelder, Addison Hodgson, and Alaska Moon come right on up. While I do that, we'd also like to thank Nick Schonenfelder for being our poultry superintendent today. So following the Clover Buddies, we're going to start with our poultry showmanship. So that'll be our junior showmanship. So on deck, we have Daniel Beyerschmidt, Hunter Copenhaver, Nathan Schonenfelder, Alyssa Stiles, and Tyler Vaughn. So you guys are on deck.
I can.
Right here. It's on, so. Okay, good morning, everybody. We had three nice young Clover budded kids here, and they're all off to a good start. One thing I tried to emphasize here when you're handling your birds, remember, always put them into the cage head first, turn them, and bring them back out of the cage head first. And the reason for that is if you bring them the other way and they start getting excited and bring their feathers, their wings out and so on, you can catch them on the sides of the cage and break wing feathers. So with that, let's give these kids all a nice round of applause.
All right, up next to the table, we can have junior showmanship. So that's Daniel Beyerschmidt, Hunter Copenhaver, Nathan Schonenfelder, Alyssa Stiles, and Tyler Vaughn. On deck, we have our intermediate showmanship, which is Matthew Beyerschmidt, Alex Enriquez, and Jack Schonenfelder. Today we have two food vendors with us today. So Godfather's is open right now until 1 o'clock today. And the Nutty Bar stand located to the west on the fairgrounds, they are also open till this afternoon. So please check those out too.
Okay, you guys are really doing a nice job here. Most of you answered the majority of the questions that I asked really well. This young man on the end is showing a duck, and that's probably one of the harder things to show for showmanship, but he did a really nice job. And I asked him, I said, I'm going to ask you a hard question. What's that little hard thing on the end of the beak called? Boom. It's the bean. He knew exactly what it was. And he knew why the wings were short, because he's molting. He's going to be our class winner today, the young man with the duck. They're all going to get blue ribbons. And our reserve is really close. I'm going to go with this young man here, even though he struggled a little bit on handling the bird one time. Other than that, he was very knowledgeable, but good job to all of you. Thank you.
Congratulations to our junior poultry showmanship winner, Daniel Beierschmidt, and reserve was Nathan Schoenfelder. Good job, guys. Next up is... Our next class will be intermediate showmanship, and then on deck is senior showmanship. This class is intermediate showmanship, senior showmanship. Get ready.
just the top one. Well, I was thinking on it, and I didn't know. I didn't pay any attention if you had a plaque for reserve or anything. Okay, you guys again are doing a nice job. At this age, you probably need to maybe work on a little bit more about individual characteristics of your breed that you're showing. The Dutch Bantam, a couple of those colors you threw at me, I'm not too sure about. Okay. The young man with the Leghorn did a really nice job, answered all my questions quite thoroughly, did a nice job handling the bird. The young man here with the duck, again, another nice job. The drake is molting. He knew how to tell a drake from a hen and so on and so forth. But I caught him on the last question. How many colors of pecans are there? And he goes, maybe 2 or 3. And I said, really? And he goes, no, I think it's just 1. And that's right. Okay, anyway, our champion will be this young man in the middle, reserved to the duck man, and also a blue to the young man on the end. Good job, guys.
Congratulations to our champion intermediate poultry showman, Alex Enriquez. Reserve went to Jack Schoenfelder. No, Matthew Beyerschmidt. Sorry. Next up is senior showman. After our senior showmanship, our next class will be 1 dozen eggs, any laying variety, and then on deck will be 2 pullets of any breed.
When you get into the senior division, you expect the exhibitors to be a little more knowledgeable than the younger kids, and you girls are both doing a good job there. The main difference here today is in showmanship condition. This young lady's bird is definitely in better condition than yours is. Not because I don't understand that's a frizzle, I do understand that, but she's very soiled underneath and so on. So it'll be 2 blue ribbons, and this will be our top exhibitor here, the reserve over there. Thank you.
Congratulations to our senior showmanship winner, Sierra Barron. Reserve is Natalie Roche. Our next class will be 1 dozen eggs. On deck will be the 2 pullets by any breed, and then pen of 3 market broilers. I do want to announce we do have ribbon auction signups after you conclude your classes. You can go to the north end of the arena, and Candace will be over here with the ribbon auction cards and also to take a picture of your project. Also, there is a wooden bench over by the tree on the west side of the show arena. We would ask any 4-H'er who hasn't done so yet to sign that, please. Congratulations to our 1 dozen egg winner, Daniel Beyerschmidt. Second was Matthew Beyerschmidt, and third was Tyler Vaughn. Our next class is 2 pullets of any breed, and then on deck is pen of 3 market broilers. Our large fowl poultry will be after that class, and starting with American hen.
In this class of,
We got those two.
oh, 2 more came in. Okay, in this pen, entries of 2 pullets, standard pullets. They are all the commercial egg layer type. We got some sex links down on this end, golden comets, whatever. They put different names on them. Some Delawares and some barred Plymouth Rocks. Again, like I said, they are the commercial type, all 3 of them. All 3 pens would benefit from being another 6 weeks or so older. They're all a little bit young. None of them are in production yet. But the pen that's the most mature today would be the Delaware, so we'll start with them. They'll be our champion. Reserve on the barred rocks, third, and a blue ribbon on the red pullets on that end.
Thank you. The class for the 2 pullets of any breed, grand went to Tessa Treweiler. Reserve went to Matthew Beyerschmidt, and third went to Jarrett Westhoff. Our next class will be the pen of 3 market broilers, and then we will select the champion and reserve commercial bird.
Okay, we only have the one entry here in the meat class. They're broilers, Cornish rock type broilers. I asked them, the young man, how old they were. And this is what you don't want to say when you're showing broilers. They're not old, because if they were old, they'd be tough. And we want them to be young and tender, right? So they're probably about 6 or 7 weeks old. Really 3 very, very good broilers. They're very meaty, quite well matched all the way through, and they're nice and clean, so they'll be first place, and would be pretty tough competition if there were some more in the class.
Congratulations, Jarrett Westoff, winner of the Pen of 3 Market Broilers.
Okay, for our champion commercial bird, it will be the Pen of 3 broilers. They will be the champion. The reserve will be the pair of Delaware pullets.
Congratulations to Jarrett Westoff for his Pen of 3 Broilers champion commercial bird, and then reserve champion commercial bird went to Tessa Treeweller. The next class will be the large fowl poultry American hen. On deck would be the American rooster. There are 5 entries in the large fowl American hen class.
Okay, this is a problem class. If you're talking about the American class hens, they have to be over a year old, and they have to be in the class as a breed that's listed in the American class, right? So a sapphire gem is not. They're just a commercial bird. The two Dominics are. We got a few feather problems going on there. And then this gentleman here said this was a sapphire gem, and it is not. It's got the wrong colored earlobes, the wrong body type, color's not right. And this one is a commercial sex-linked type female as well. So they're not Americans. I don't like to do this, but I'm going to give reds on some of these. Okay, these two are both reds. Hers is a red, and hers also has a crooked keel bone or breastbone as well. So that one's a red. This one's pretty tough feather condition. It'll get a red also. This one will get a blue, and it'll be our class winner. There will be no reserve in this class.
First place, American Hen, goes to Tyler Vaughn. Our next class will be the American Rooster. There will be 2 entries in that class. Up next is, on deck, is the American Cockerel class.
All right, in this American cockbird class, we've got some issues again. The blue lace red Wyandotte, it's got really good breast lacing color pattern is good there. However, they're not in the standard of perfection yet, so if you're going strictly by APA rules, they're not in the standard yet. The Dominic male is in really good feather. He's got a good color pattern to him. Where he gets a little weak is in his comb. If you follow his comb, he should be nice and smooth over the top and then coming back to a blade in the back. He's got a point sticking up on the top and one on each side right prior to the blade, which almost looks like side sprigs. But with that said, because he is in the standard and this one is not, They'll both be blues, but this one will be first and that one will be second.
Our first place entry in the American Rooster class goes to Tyler Vaughn. Second place goes to Jack Schoenfelder. Up next is the American Cockerel class. There will be 7 entries in that class. On deck is the American Pullet class.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question for all of you. It's just a little learning experiment, okay? And then if you can't answer it, these ladies over here will. Okay. Okay. There are 3 barred Plymouth rocks out here. 2 of them are commercial colored pattern. 1 is exhibition color pattern. Which one's the exhibition color pattern? Which one do you think? This one right here, right? They have a finer, narrower lacing to their feather pattern, although he's probably the youngest, most immature one in the class when you start handling him as far as feather condition. And then we've got a couple of the blue laced red Wyandottes, which we mentioned earlier, are not in the standard. I'm going to give you all blue ribbons today in this class. And this is really close, I think, for first place. I'm going to go with this Colombian Wyandotte right here for first. Those 2 they're a little bit tall and gangly yet at this age, but as they mature, they will fill out more and get a little blockier build to them and give them a little more Wyandotte shape. I'm going to go with the other Colombian for reserve.
Congratulations to Hunter Copenhaver with the first place American Cockerel. Second place went to Alyssa Stiles. Our next class will be the American Pullets. There will be 12 entries in this class. On deck will be the Asiatic Hens. Do want to remind you that the Godfather's Pizza Truck will be open until 1 p.m. today, and also the Nutty Bar stand down the road is open. Also, they have taco in a boat, popsicles, water, a variety of other things, and Nutty Bars. In this American Pullet class, there is 10 entries.
Okay, this is the largest class we've had so far today. American class, again, we've got two really nice blue-laced red Wyandotte females. As we talked earlier, they're still not in the standard, but really nice birds. And I guess for county level, I don't know how far you want to go with that. But anyway, then we've got a commercial barred Plymouth Rock. We've got a Colombian Wyandotte over there. She's been with the males. They're starting to pull some feathers on the back of her head. She's getting a little bit rough there. And then over here we've got, this is a good example of how to explain the difference. We've got an exhibition type Rhode Island red, and then we've got what's called a production red here. So you can see the size is different. The color pattern is a lot different. They're a lot lighter color red. Then we've got a Delaware down here that's could use a lot more dark in her color pattern. She's pretty light. This barred Plymouth Rock here is an exhibition type bird. She's just not in feather today, and it bothers me as she stands how she runs up high over the saddle and back area, and that cockerel that was out here did very similar. I'd like to straighten that out a little bit. And then the golden lace Wyandotte down here on the end, color pattern is not too bad. Where she's weak is on her comb. We talked about it, the young lady. She has probably going to have an inverted spike on her comb. Because she is young, I'm going to leave, we'll see what happens, okay? But we'll give them all blue ribbons. The top bird in the class today is this Rhode Island red pullet right here. And the blue lace red Wyandotte on the end down here will be reserved.
This one right here is reserved. Okay. The American Pullet class winner is Jarrett Westhoff. Second place goes to Jack Schoenfelder. Our next class will be the Asiatic Hen class. There will be one entry in that class. On deck is the Asiatic Rooster. In the hole will be the Asiatic Cockerel.
I know that, but under what?
Okay, this partridge Brahma male here, pretty good colored male. The hackle and saddle match pretty well. Feather condition is not too bad for a cockbird this time of the year. He'll get a blue ribbon first place. The light Brahma hen I'm going to give a red to today. She just, from her hackle to her tail, should be white, and she's got almost more black than white there, so she'll get a red today.
So
Next class will be the Asiatic Pullet. There will be 5 entries in that class. On deck is the Continental Cockerel.
We also need the Asiatic cockerel.
The Asiatic Cockerel, Daniel Bierschmidt, will be next. On deck will be the Asiatic Pullet. In the hole will be the Continental Cockerel.
First in class. Yep, purple and then test.
Okay, in this Asiatic cockerel class, we have a black cochin and a black langshan. The cochin, I'd like to see a little more width, a little more cushion on his tail. Other than that, he's in pretty good feather, and he's not real large for a cochin. The langshan has really got the breed type. He's not finished in his tail, but I'm still going to put him first blue over the cochin because he's got the most potential going down the road. So 2 blues, first blue, second blue.
You don't want to give these first place
You can, yeah.
First place in the Asiatic Cockerel class is Daniel Bierschmidt, and second place in the Asiatic Cockerel is Daniel Bierschmidt. The next class will be the Asiatic Pullet. There will be 4 entries in this class, 3 entries in this class.
Daniel scratched.
But we added Hunter.
What happened, they thought it was a hen.
Yep, okay.
So Daniel from that class went up because it actually was a cockerel.
We didn't add Hunter?
I don't have it on the sheet, sorry.
Okay. Okay. So that would be 4? Yes. Okay. Am I pronouncing your name wrong? Okay. Okay. The class we're judging right now is the Asiatic Pullet class with 4 entries. On deck is the Continental Cockerel class. In the hole is the Continental Pullet class.
Okay, we have 3 black cochin pullets in here, the Asiatic class. This pullet is a little younger, I'm sure. I'd like to see more cushion across the tail. She's got super good foot feathering. Not a lot of comb development yet, but she's coming. You get down on these 2 down here, they're both in production already, and as a result, they're getting real white in their earlobes and fading out. They don't show a lot of red anymore. The one on that end's a little bit smaller, but she's got better foot color than this one does. And then we get to the Brahma down on this end. Type-wise, she looks really good for type. She's got a good head on her, good foot feather, and good leg color. Where she falls apart is over the top, where that black bleeds into the white over the top of her back. That should be white. She's got a lot of black showing through. She's got super good undercolor. I'm going to give them all blues. This one right here will be first. I guess this young pullet here, I'll go second on her.
Congratulations to Alyssa Stiles with the first place Asiatic pullet. Second place went to Jarrett Westhoff. Our next class will be the Continental Cockerel class. There will be 2 entries in that class. On deck is the Continental Pullets. In the hole is the English Rooster class.
In our Continental class, we have a nice big growthy salmon Faverolles cockerel. And the name there, salmon, you have to see the females to understand where that term comes from. The females are salmon colored. And then we got a Moran cockerel here. I'm going to start with the salmon Faverolles. He'll be first. The Moran will be second. He's got a primary wing feather missing. And what else did I say about him? Do you remember? Huh? A missing toenail, right. Thank you.
Congratulations to Jarrett Westhoff on first and second place Continental Cockerel. Our next class will be the Continental Pullets. There will be 2 entries in that class. On deck is the English Roosters, and in the hole is the English Cockerel.
Okay, in this class, we've got two extremely different type birds. I was talking about the salmon color on that male. I said when you see the female, this is a salmon Faverolles female. A lot different than the color pattern on the male, isn't it? Okay, she's a nice colored bird, got good type, got a good beard on her, foot feathering. She's got the 5 toes like they have to have. And then we've got a little silver-spangled Hamburg down here. Not quite as mature in her age-wise, but a nice pullet coming along. She's got a nice rose comb coming in. Earlobes are starting to develop. Good slate leg color. And she's got nice teardrop spangles all the way through. This is probably as close as a placing as I've had today. I guess just based on the age, I'll go with the salmon over the spangled, but a month down the road, it might go the other way. But two good birds.
The winner of the Continental Pullet class is Jarrett Westhoff. Second place goes to Megan Treeweiler. Our next class will be the English Rooster class with 1 entry. On deck is the English Cockerel class with 4 entries. And in the hole is the English Pullet class.
We just had the one cockbird in this English class, a black Australorp cockbird. He's a nice big bird. He's got good color, good leg color. He's got the pinkish white bottoms to his feet, which they need. So he'll be a blue ribbon, first place.
First place English Rooster goes to Jack Schoenfelder. Our next class is the English Cockerel with 4 entries. On deck is the English Pullet, and in the hole is the Mediterranean Hen.
This guy is not doing a thing to help himself. It's a nice bird. He just will not get up and show. These three are blues. This one's going to get a red. His tail is all messed up from being in a wire cage, but he's also getting bumblefoot on both feet, which is a swelling on the pads on the bottom of the feet. They're quite swollen, and eventually, if it doesn't get better, he'll start limping on that foot. So with that, I think it's a real close placing between this male and this male. And to me, when you think in terms of the standard of perfection, which one is closest to the standard, today I feel it's that one. This one to me looks a little bit more on the Jersey Giant type. He's a little taller, a little bigger bodied bird. I'm going to go first blue or purple, whatever, on that one, and reserve on this one.
First place in the English cockerel class goes to Jack Schoenfelder. Second place goes to Jarrett Westhoff. Our next class will be the English pullet class, and there will be 6 entries in that class. On deck is the Mediterranean hen. In the hole is the Mediterranean cockerel.
I'll bet if I asked the ladies to pick one, I know which one they'd pick. The pretty one, right? And that is a pretty one, and she's very good. She's colored the way they're supposed to be colored. The only thing holding her back a little bit is her age. She's a little younger than some of the other ones. They're all blues. You can start with that. After this one settles down, I like her a little better than that one. I'm going to start with this black Australorp pullet here for first. Now there's some brotherly feuding going on. And then this speckled Sussex is going to get reserved. That's a really nice colored bird. Give her another month or 6 weeks, she's going to be really nice.
First place in the English pullet class is Nathan Schoenfelder. Second place goes to Megan Treweller. Next class would be the Mediterranean hen. There will be one entry in that class. On deck is the Mediterranean cockerel. And then we'll move on to the all other standard hen. Marcus Luch, you have a Mediterranean hen in the next class. Come on over. Isabel, with your Mediterranean hen, you can come on and bring her up. Cockerel, sorry. And then in the hole is the all other standard hen, which would be Tyler Vaughn. And rooster.
This young man's bird is a nice conditioned bird, nice feathered bird, but she's somewhere between a bantam and a large fowl, and he's got her entered as a leghorn, and she definitely is not a straight leghorn, so we're going to give him a red today.
First place with the red in the Mediterranean hen class is Marcus Luch. Our next class will be the Mediterranean cockerel. On deck is the all other standard hen, Tyler Vaughn, and then the all other standard rooster.
the young lady with the Sicilian buttercup cockerel here will get a blue ribbon. Nice colored bird, good feather condition. I showed her on his comb. There should be that ridge coming around both sides on the buttercup and a little smoother down through the center. He's got a few bumps in there, but other than that, a nice bird. He'll be a blue ribbon.
Congratulations to Isabel Hodgins with the blue and first place on her Mediterranean cockerel. Our next class will be the all other standard hen, and there will be one entry in that class. On deck is the all other standard rooster, and then in the hole is the all other standard cockerel.
The cockerel down on this end is a Colombian Wyandotte. He should have been in the American cockerel class, so we're going to move him over there and give him a blue ribbon. And then we have a black Americana, male and female here. They'll both get blue ribbons as well, okay? Yeah, you can give the hen a purple. The male, maybe not.
Congratulations to Tyler Vaughn with a blue and first place all other standard hen and all other standard rooster, and then Matthew Beyerschmidt with a blue American cockerel. Our next class will be the chicken standard trio, and there will be 6 entries in that class. And then we will choose a champion and reserve standard chicken. Just another reminder that the Boy Scouts have a food stand down there at the Nutty Bar stand. They have taco in a bag, popsicles, Gatorade water, Nutty Bars, and Godfather's Pizza is also open.
Okay, we've got quite a few differences here. Age-wise, this pen down here is just really young yet. They need a couple months to get finished out. They're good at red today. This pen here is old birds, and the hens are pretty roughed up. I'm going to give them a red as well. The 4 pens down here are all blues. It's got some really nice pens here. I'm going to go first with this pen of black Australorps right here. And second will be the other pen of Australorps, even though that male doesn't want to stand up and show himself.
First place for the standard trio chicken class will be Nathan Schoenfelder. Second place will be Jack Schoenfelder. Now we will proceed to go pick the champion and reserve champion standard chicken.
Before I pick my champion and reserve large fowl, let's give all these exhibitors a hand for bringing out some nice birds today. You kids did a good job. You got them out here fast and on the ball, so that's appreciated by the judges. I think we got a double winner over here. This guy's had the champion cockerel, and then he also had the champion trio. That's a really nice combination there. The one pullet's got a couple little white tips in the feathers. Our champion overall is going to be the black Australorp cockerel, And the reserve is going to be the Rhode Island Red American Pullet over on that side. So let's give them another hand.
Nick, was Nathan the champion? And then reserve was Jared.
We'll just move these smaller cages up there so we can
Can I ask you another question? Reserve was Jared, correct? Rhode Island. Champion Standard Chicken goes to Jack Schoenfelder, and Reserve Champion Standard Chicken goes to Jarrett Westhoff. Our next class will be the medium duck hen. There will be 2 entries in that class. On deck will be the medium duck drake. In the hole will be the medium duck, the heavy duck hen. Marcus Luch, you will be in this next class, the medium duck hens.
That's why I'm sweating.
Okay, I walked through the ducks over there. The little blue colored duck with the white bib on the front, he's showing it as a blue runner, but it's actually a runner blue Swede cross, I would call it. But I'm going to give the young man a blue ribbon on it today, just for bringing it to the fair. And then we've got the two young guys in the green shirts. They have two entries over there, two female ducks in one pen. They're going to get a red today. They're just really roughed up and out of feather. And then they have two drakes on the backside. They'll get blues. The young lady over here in the green on the end has a single white pekin drake. He's got a little wing issue going on, but I'm going to, nice big duck, I'll give him a blue. Did I miss anything on the ducks? The black cayugas. There's a drake and a hen on the black cayugas. They're both blue ribbons. Are they entered as a pair or as two singles? Black cayugas. They'd be a medium weight ducks. I haven't placed those yet. We're still trying to see if it's a pair or two individuals. One red, the rest were blues. Two reds. Oh, yeah. They were entered as two individuals. Okay. I was thinking it was a pen of two. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Same thing with those.
Hen and a drake.
Okay. Those are both blues, and they'll be champion and reserve duck. Champion and reserve. Yes, in the black cayugas.
Congratulations to Jarrett Westhoff with the champion and reserve champion duck. All the other exhibitors received a blue. There were two ducks in the heavy hen class that received reds. Our next class will be the geese. We have two entries in the heavy gander division.
We just have the two entries in the geese. We're going to go champion on the white Emden gander down on the end down here. He's got nice pink colored feet. He's got a good orange beak. He's got some size to him, and he's got condition. The reserve will be the young lady down here, and she was aware of that. She said she bought that, and she knew right away it probably wasn't what they told her. It's a Toulouse African cross. But we're giving her a blue ribbon. He's a nice conditioned goose, and she's done a good job raising him. So thank you.
Champion was the over here. Congratulations to Jarrett Westhoff with the champion goose. Reserve champion goose goes to Natalie Roche. Our next class will be the turkey hen, Marcus Luch, and with one entry, and the class preceding that will be the turkey tom with Natalie Roche with 2 entries. After the turkey class will be the exotic game bantam rooster class. On deck will be the single comb clean leg bantam hen class. In the hole will be the single comb clean leg bantams rooster class.
Okay, we had 3 nice turkeys over there, 2 toms and a hen. The champion turkey is going to be the blue slate tom down on the west side there, and the Narragansett tom on this side will be the reserve, and a blue ribbon to the Royal Palm hen. She needs a little more black color pattern into her pattern for her feathers. She's a little on the light side color-wise. But those 2 toms are really in nice condition and good feather and everything. Color's good on them, so congratulations.
Grand champion and reserve champion turkey goes to Natalie Roche. Our next class will be exotic game bantam roosters. On deck is a single comb clean leg bantam hen class. In the hole is the single comb clean leg bantam rooster class.
Now, if I was to come back a second time and you still had those kind of birds, I wouldn't give you a blue. Okay? I'm going to give these two young exhibitors blue ribbons today, but they're both in the game class, and they're old birds, so they should have been dubbed before they were shown after the 1st of November of the year they're hatched. So I explained that to them. They understand what the rule is now, right? Okay, thank you. Two blues.
Congratulations to Sierra Barron with her first place exotic game bantam rooster. Our next class will be the single comb clean leg bantam hen. There are 4 exhibitors in this class. On deck is the single comb clean leg bantam rooster, and in the hole is the single comb clean leg bantam cockerel.
Okay, this young gentleman down on this end has got the little gray-colored female. He doesn't know for sure what it is for a breed. I'm going to call it a Sarama. It's built like a Sarama. It shows that high tail characteristic, similar to a Japanese. So we're going to go with that and give him a blue. The young man here with the white leghorn pullet, or hen, is going to get a blue, but I'd like to see her a little more lively. She's a little bit blah today, and she's a little on the thin side when you get your hands on her. The young man here with the 2 Dutch bantams are going to both get blues. This one will be first blue. This will be second blue.
First and second place in the single comb clean leg bantam hen class goes to Tyler Vaughn. Our next class will be the single comb clean leg bantam rooster. There will be 4 entries in this class. On deck is a single club clean leg bantam cockerel, and in the hole is a single club clean leg bantam pullets.
Okay. In that previous class where they had the little gray female down on this end, and I said, he didn't know what it was. I said, I'm going to call it a Sarama. He went back over and talked to somebody over there, and they said, it's a Sarama. So I was right, thank goodness, right? Now he's got a little white Sarama male over here, and again, they have that Japanese shape to them, but they're a little bit longer legged, tails are very high. He's got a nice comb on him, nice little bird. We've got a Dutch bantam here in the middle again. Really a pretty colored bird, nice feather condition, good earlobes, good head on him. We've got a white leghorn here, and has a really good leghorn head. He's a little rough in his wings today. He's molting right now. The Rhode Island Red's got excellent wing color. He's got good brick shape to him, dark red color. His comb is wanting to tip on him just a tad bit, but all 4 are blue ribbons. Our top will be the Dutch bantam. He'll be first. And reserve on the Rhode Island Red.
Congratulations to Tyler Vaughn, first place single comb clean leg bantam rooster. Second place goes to Sierra Barron. Our next class will be the single comb clean leg bantam cockerel with 2 entries. On deck is the single comb clean leg bantam pullet, and in the hole will be the rose comb clean leg bantam hen.
We have 2 more Dutch Bantam males here. We're going to go first place on the male down on this end. He's got better earlobes. He's got a better comb. He's in good feather condition. This one's got too many points on his comb, but he's also got a side sprig, which is a growth coming off the side of the comb, and that's an automatic DQ, so we'll give him a red today.
Okay, first place in the single comb clean leg bantam cockerel is Jack Schoenfelter. Our next class will be the single comb clean leg bantam pullet. There will be 4 entries in that class. On deck will be the rose comb clean leg bantam hen, and the rose comb clean leg bantam rooster will be in the hole.
Again, we have two nice little Dutch females. They'll both get blues. This will be our first blue right here. Second blue to the other Dutch. I really like this Rhode Island red pullet. She just needs a little more time to finish her tail out. She's still got a bunch of pin feathers in her tail, but she's also a blue. And then I'm going to go a red with the barred rock pullet down here. She's extremely thin. I don't think she's feeling the best today, so she'll get a red.
First place single comb clean leg bantam pullet goes to Nathan Schoenfelder. Second place goes to Jack Schoenfelder. Our next class will be the rose comb clean leg bantam hen with 1 entry. On deck is the rose comb clean leg bantam rooster, and in the hole is the rose comb clean leg bantam cockerel.
This young lady has an outstanding partridge Wyandotte female. Really shows good Wyandotte type. Color is really good. She has a pattern all the way down to the fluff on the sides of her thighs. The only thing holding her back, she's got 3 tipped feathers and 1 wing, but she's still a blue ribbon.
Congratulations to Sierra Barron on a rose comb clean-legged bantam hen. Our next class will be the rose comb clean-legged bantam rooster and the rose comb clean-legged bantam cockerel.
The blue ribbon on this partridge Wyandotte male. He's got a nice head, good rose comb on him. A little rough in his tail feathers, so I don't think we'll put him up for champion now.
Congratulations to Sierra Barron on her first place Rose Comb Clean Leg Bantam Rooster. Our next class will be the Rose Comb Clean Legged Bantam Cockerel. On deck is the Rose Comb Clean Leg Bantam Pullet, and in the hole is any other comb clean leg bantam rooster.
We just have the two young Wyandottes here, a black pullet and a partridge cockerel. Both really nice birds that exemplify the Wyandotte breed type. The male's going to have a really good head on him. He's got excellent wing color, nice yellow legs. They just need a little more time and they're going to be really nice birds. Two blues.
Congratulations to Sierra Barron with her Rose Comb Clean Legged Bantam Rooster Champion and Rose Comb Clean Legged Bantam Cockerel. Our next class will be the Rose Comb Clean Leg Bantam Pullet. There will be one entry in that class. Oh, you just did it. Okay, I'm sorry. This will be our any other comb clean leg bantam rooster class. There's two entries. On deck is any other comb clean leg bantam cockerel with two entries. And in the hole is the feather leg bantam's hen class.
In our any other comb clean-legged class, we have 2 black Sumatra males, very similar in their pattern. They have the pea comb. It's dark mulberry colored like it should be. Nice green sheen to their feathers. They're getting the multiple spurs, which are desired in a Sumatra, and they do have the yellow bottoms on their feet, so 2 blue ribbons. First on this one, second on the other one. They're very similar. You can put that first place one over there.
We have 2 blues to Natalie Roche with the Any Other Comb Clean Leg Bantam Rooster. Our next class is the Any Other Comb Clean Leg Bantam Cockerel with 2 entries. On deck is the Feather Leg Bantam Hen class, and in the hole is the Feather Leg Bantam Rooster class.
We have one white-crested black Polish cockerel and a white-crested blue Polish pullet. I told the young man there's a few dark feathers in those crests that could be removed. It would make the white part show a little better. You don't want that color bleeding over into the white part. The male is a little on the thin side. I'm going to give him a blue today, but I'd like to finish his tail out a little more and put a little more meat on him. The pullet is, body-wise, is in a lot better condition, and she's a good blue color, so 2 blues.
Congratulations to Jarrett Westoff with 2 blues in the Any Other Comb Clean Leg Bantam Cockerel and Pullet class. Our next class will be the Feather Leg Bantam Hen class with 2 entries. On deck, Feather Leg Bantam's Rooster class, and then we will pick a champion and reserve ornamental fowl.
in our feather-legged bantam hen class. The white silky is just full of pin feathers. Today she doesn't have enough of the fluffiness to really look like a good silky. She needs more crest. Just needs to feather out a lot more. She's going to get a red today. The Mellifleur Diuckle is the breed, Mellifleur is the color. She's coming out of a molt, but color and everything is really good on her. I'll give her a blue. And she can go over.
Congratulations to Natalie Roche with a blue on her feather leg bantam hen. Our next class will be the feather leg bantam rooster with 3 entries.
It's a tough time to show old birds right about now. We're going to give the white silky male a blue ribbon today. I'd like to see a little more fluff to him, but he's definitely in better condition than the female was. Pretty good mulberry walnut comb. Foot feathering is adequate. He's got 5 toes in each foot, so he'll get a blue. The buff cochin male's got a lot of white feathers in him, so he's going to get a red. And the Mellifleur, he's just out of condition today. Wings and tail both, plus his comb is starting to tip. He'll get a red also.
Congratulations to Alyssa Stiles with the blue on her feather leg bantam rooster. We will now choose the champion and reserve champion ornamental fowl. And then we will move into the other exotic and pigeon class with homing pigeons having 2 entries. Oh, bantam trio, sorry, with 3 entries. And then homing pigeon with 2 entries. We will now move to the Bantam Trio class. So if you have Bantam Trios, please bring those out. That would be Alex, Jack, and Tyler.
Got three nice Bantam trios out here. We're going to start with the trio of Dutch down on this end. They'll be our top trio. And then the other Dutch trio will be reserve. We got a Leghorn female in here that's a little bit light in her feather or body weight, and the two females don't match up very well today, but they're still a blue ribbon. And the male's in a partial molt too.
Champion Bantam Trio goes to, or first place Bantam Trio goes to Jack Schoenfelter. Second place to Tyler Vaughn.
You guys came out with a bunch of really nice Dutch Bantams today. It gets down to which one's got the best condition, color pattern, and so on. This bird's kind of got its tail messed up a little bit right now. If I remember right, that male down there had a little wing condition. The female, I think, down there isn't colored quite as nice as what I have down here. So my champion overall is going to be this cockerel, who was a single cockerel. And then the reserve is going to be this pullet out of the trio that he showed. Thank you. Let's give him a hand. Nice birds.
Congratulations to Jack Schoenfelder with champion and reserve champion Bantam.
Either one of these trios could be a champion at a lot of the shows that I go to. I'm going to go with the Dutch Bantams today. I think they're really uniform, really a nice colored, shows a lot of breed characteristic. The reserve will be the Australorps. In studying the pullet to the south, she's missing a couple of small points on her comb, so that was my deciding factor, but both very nice trios.
Congratulations to Jack Schoenfelder for exhibiting the champion and reserve champion trio. The next class they'll be judging will be the pigeons.
The two racing homers. First blue is the blue bar. Excuse me, I think I have pizza stuck. Second blue is the blue check. Both nice racing homers, though, and good feather.
Congratulations to Sierra Barron and Alex Enriquez with blue homing pigeons. We will need all the grand champion poultry back up to place a best of show and reserve best of show. So if you had a grand champion poultry, please bring them back up.
We get down to the end here. We've had some really nice birds to work with today, this morning and afternoon. The Australorp male here, I think, is outstanding in his own. Really good-headed bird, excellent feather condition. The Dutch Bantams also, very nice birds. We don't want to forget what's over on the other side because there's not the numbers there, but there's some quality over there. We've got a really nice Emden goose over there, and we've got a really nice blue slate turkey tom. I told that young lady it's so hard to show a turkey tom this time of the year and have him in feather condition. And that guy's in beautiful feather. He's got color. He's got type. The black Australorp is going to be our grand champion, and the blue slate turkey is going to be our reserve. Let's give them all a hand.
Congratulations to Jack Schoenfelder for the Best of Show and Natalie Roche for the Reserve Best of Show. If you were part of the Coop Conspiracy Project, please bring a bird up and we will have a interview.
All right, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today, and in an kind of conventional time, I think we had a nice show today. So I'd like to also thank our judge, Reynold, for coming out today and spending a little bit of time with us, just sharing some information. The last piece is the Coop Conspiracy, and so last year we started this program where the kids could sign up, and myself and Ann select birds for the kids. And we try to pick maybe unique or different or something that maybe you don't normally see, and let them try to figure out what these birds are. So they typically get 4 birds total. They get a hen and a pullet in each breed. So then we actually drove over and picked up the birds and brought them back, and then we boxed them up and gave them out to each individual kid to take home and raise. And they've done a nice job with these, and some of these are really are nice looking birds. And I want to congratulate you 5, especially for the work that you've done today. So let's give them a round of applause first. So as a part of this project, they don't know what this bird is. So they have to kind of, let it grow up, identify it, and figure it out. So First off, step back to here just a little bit. All right, what is your bird?
Coaching.
So tell me a little bit about a cochin and how did you identify it?
Coaching has feathered feet. It is black, and it's related to the silky. That's basically how we identified it.
All right, well, it looks very good, and it's in very good condition. So you've done a nice job with handling them and spending time with it. And is there anything else you want to add about the program that you liked?
It was fun to learn about different birds.
All right, well, thank you. All right, step out of the way. So that was Daniel Byersmith. All right, our next one is Matthew Byersmith. So tell us a little bit about your bird.
My bird is a Delaware pullet. She came with a male, but he ended up dying. But I identified her as a Delaware because of her black spots on her neck and the black tail feathers.
Very good. Yeah, we kind of tried to throw, this is one that could be a couple of different varieties of bird. So to be able to get it identified correctly, that's kind of a key piece. So what else did you learn with this program?
I learned that you should always try to make sure they have good airflow, because three of my birds died because they were in a shed that had some airflow, but on a day that had no wind, they ended up getting dehydrated.
Yes, so that is one thing that we always learn. We got to keep plenty of water and make sure we got air movement around our birds to keep them cool. So thank you. Nice job. All right, you guys are going to have to come down to me, unfortunately, because this is as far as I can go. What's your name?
Hunter?
Hunter. Okay, so tell me a little bit about your bird, Hunter.
This is a light Brahma. They come from Asia. They have feathered feet and a pea comb. Their heavy feathering makes them almost immune to cold weather. They are a calm and gentle breed. They can lay up to 300 eggs per year and 5 to 6 eggs per week, and their eggs are brown.
Very good. Nice job. So what was the one thing that was the most unique or challenging part of growing and raising this bird for you?
The feathers on its feet.
Feather on its feet. That was probably the easiest giveaway to determine that it was a Brahma. Yeah, I would agree with you. Nice job. Thank you. All right, what's your name?
Isabel?
Okay, straighten the mic.
Isabel?
Okay. Isabel, tell me a little bit about your bird and how it's identified.
So his name is Benjamin. He's a Sicilian buttercup. Sicilian buttercups are very unique birds because they have a buttercup comb and black tail feathers. They also have grayish legs and I'm pretty sure white skin. And they come from Sicily.
So this bird was a very unique one with the comb structure on it. You don't see a lot of them, and so it's a very unique, and that's a very much a telltale sign for this variety or this bird is the comb. So what did you like about the program for this year?
That we got 5 chickens instead of only 4.
So the hatchery always sends one extra, which is a mystery that they're not even telling us what that bird is. So who knows what that might be? Did you figure your 5th one out? You've not figured it out. Okay, well. Is it a rooster or a hen? A rooster, okay. All right. Well, pull it or a cockerel. All right. Anything else you want to add? All right. Well, thank you. Melissa. You got to probably speak loud and right into the microphone. So tell me a little bit about your bird. What kind of bird is yours?
A Colombian Wyandotte.
Colombian Wyandotte. So tell me a little bit about a Colombian Wyandotte.
It has a rose comb. What?
Nothing, go ahead.
It lays flat and lays very close to the head.
Mm-hmm. And so is yours a cockerel or a hen? Do you know?
Cockerel.
A cockerel. Okay. So what else did you learn about this program, or what did you learn that you maybe didn't when you started this program this year?
How to identify different birds.
How to identify different birds. Okay. Well, very good. Thank you. So I do have one other quick question. As a raise of hand, would you want to do this project again next year? Well, we got a questionable, maybe, kind of, sort of. Okay. All right. Well, we had, this is the second year for this program, and it's grown every year. We had a few other people that had entered, but had some bad luck with some of their birds, so they didn't show today. But keep up the good work. It's a great way for kids maybe who have never had any experience with chickens to be in this project especially. And it gives them a great way to just try and learn. So thank you everybody for being here today, and enjoy the rest of your day at the fair.